Hey snowboarding fans, what you guys are looking at right now is the 2011 Lib Tech T Pro with C2 BTX technology. I just got this unboxed and unwrapped, so I thought I'd give my review of it and give my thoughts and opinions on it. Alright, so let's start with the front of the board right here. So this is a 2011 Goodwood Award winner, so it's won some awards, so it's got some credibility to it. So we'll come down to the end of the board here. That's a mean looking eyeball, by the way. You come down here, and what it looks like to be is a young person wearing a hooded sweatshirt watching a TV here with McDonald's arches in the background, and looks like a guy in a red Kalava mask. So I'm not sure what the meaning is behind that, but looks pretty sick, man. So down here you see the T-Rice C2 Power Banana Tech with magnet traction. I'll go over that in a few minutes. And this is handcrafted in the USA near Canada by Mervin Manufacturing. Okay, and you can see there that says 153. So yeah, what you are looking at is the 153 blunt tip version of the T-Rice Pro. They also make a longer, more rounded nose version for those of you guys who like to ride POW. This is the one I chose because it's more jib, and part specific type of setup. Okay, so I got the smallest one I could find, which is a 153. I'm only right around $1.50, not including all the clothes and everything. So this is a good size for me. That's why I chose this size. But the main reason I chose this is because Lib Tech, for those of you who don't know, is, like I said earlier, made in the USA by Mervin Manufacturing, which happens to be based in my home state here in Washington State, right here in the Pacific Northwest. So go Lib Tech, right? Just trying to support the local business and stuff. So ain't nothing wrong with that, right? So let me get another shot right here. So the flex on this. Flex rating is 7 out of 10, so at least according to the sticker and what I've read. So yeah, I know you guys can't see that, but it's got a little chart there that gives you the flex rating, and 10 being the stiff of this is a 7 out of 10. And without really having any bindings and boards, bindings and boots attached to it and flexing it, can't really tell really if it's a 7 out of 10, But just from playing around and bending it, it feels actually a little softer than what it's rated at, which is actually good. I like a mid-soft board myself, so But this year I decided to go a little more aggressive, a little more high-end, So which is why I chose this Lib Tech board. This board right now retails for $539. So I mean, if you ain't got the funds, then I wouldn't do it. But if you got the funds, man, more power to you. So this with C2, it's more of a aggressive setup. So I wouldn't really recommend this to the newbies. People are just starting out and learning how to snowboard, because this thing's gonna want to go way too fast than probably what you want it to do. So I mean, fast, I'm talking like when you get up to speed, 25, 35 plus miles an hour, somewhere in that range. So and looking at the base, what you got here is a centered base, so it's going to absorb more wax. So the more you wax it, the faster it's going to go. Those of you know about centered bases know what I'm talking about. So in this price range, you're usually going to get a centered base. And laying this flat, it's basically the same graphics as you see on the top sheet, which is fine with me, man. And this color is just really unique, and it just pops, man. I don't know what else I can say about it, but definitely caught my eye when I was looking around at boards. I mean, the graphics is either you like it or you don't, man. But they get pretty crazy with this stuff. So but that's what I like. So back to the tech specs. The C2 technology, what that is, for those of you guys who are new, is actually a combination of cambered and reverse camber, which is the new trend these days. I mean, a lot of guys and gals are riding reverse camber boards for, a little looseness and more playfulness. But this one happens also combine the traditional cambered, which is on, if you know anything about snowboards, all the traditional snowboards are all cambered. Cambered, what that means is you basically have an arc that, underneath the board, kind of a curve there. But what C2 does is actually put the arc right underneath the insert packs. Here's your insert packs. So it puts the arc right in here. So it gives you one contact point here. Alright. Then it comes down and it touches, and this is where your rocker is, okay? Which lifts the board up again. Alright, and then you get your camber here, and then it comes down, and you get your second point of contact right here. Okay? So what that does is actually give you a really good edge hold on high speeds, with a cambered. But at the same time, with the rocker in between the bindings, it gives you a little more playfulness. So, the best of both worlds. So, which is, the reason for the cost. Like I said, this thing retails for $539, so it's a little spendy. So, if you're on a budget, probably not the way to go. I probably splurged more than I should have on this, but I want to advance my riding, and hopefully this is the board that's going to do it for me. Okay, let's talk about the magnet traction. What that is, it's basically, see these wavy edges right here, and you got a point of contact that kind of protrudes out a little bit. This goes inside, comes out again right here. And what that does, you got it on the heel and the toe side, depending on which way you're looking at it here. What that does is give you more point of contacts when you're carving on ice, so you don't fall on your face or catch an edge. So the more point of contacts you got, when you're cutting through ice, the better, right? So that's why they came out with the magnet traction. So with C2, I guess the best comparison I can think of is with Burton's Flying V, which is similar technology, maybe just a different variation of it. Alright, so this is probably comparable to maybe your Burton Custom Flying V. Maybe a little bit stiffer, not much. I think that one's rated a 5 out of 10. So like I said, this one's a 7. But no big deal, 7 is cool. But so this is like, keep in mind this is set up for more aggressive riding. So if you guys like to go high speed, take big jumps, kickers, this is what it's about, man. This board right here. So what you got right here is going up here, more of the graphics. I don't know what else is this to say, man. It's a high-end board that's made in the USA, man. If that's something you want to get, I say more power to you. So what I did notice is on the edges, it's really thick, pretty meaty. Meatier than at least my last year's board, which is good, makes it probably a little more durable. So when you're landing on rocks or whatever, you're cliff jumping, landing on shrubs and bushes, I can take a beating. And what also I didn't show you is the tips. Looks like what they got here is ABS plastic. There's actually no metal on the edges. It stops right about here, and it's actually like an ABS plastic all the way around here. So you don't have to worry about those damaged edges like I've seen on other boards I've had. So it's pretty cool, man. Let me give you one last look at the graphics here. Yeah, this color is definitely off the hook, man. I can't tell you enough how good this looks in person. And looking through this camera really doesn't do it any justice. So again, this is the 2011 Lib Tech T Rice Pro with C2 BTX technology. This is actually my first post, so you guys hit me up, leave me some comments, and let me know what you think. Alright, I'm out.